Well, hello, Lupus warriors and survivors all around the world. Welcome to another video brought to you by the Lord's Lupus and Support channel. Tonight is our Sunday night video, and I hope this video finds you doing well. I hope you guys have had a great weekend and an even greater Sunday night. And so I know that I have not been on here for a while. I've missed a few Fridays and a couple of Sundays, but I was away on vacation, visiting family. It was good to see all of the grandchildren together, so I got a chance to love on them and just have a fantastic time with visiting my family. So normally every year during the month of July, I take a short vacation and go and spend time with family. And so I'm back. I missed you guys. And I am so sorry that we have not been having our scheduled Friday and Sunday videos. But as of tonight, I'm back. I am back and we're going to get back on track. So tonight we won't be having our Sunday shout outs as usual because I have not had a chance to see who's been active in the comment sections or who has recently subscribed to the channel. So I have to kind of regroup and kind of step back and take a look at some things. But I promise you we are back on schedule, Friday and Sunday night videos, and starting next Sunday is when we will begin again, begin our Sunday shout outs. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started on this video. So on tonight's video, you're going to get a 2-for-1. I'm going to be talking about and giving facts on two different topics. Both topics are related to my previous video before I went on vacation, which is about immunosuppression. Immunosuppression, being immunocompromised, or being told that you're immunodeficient. All three of those words are basically, the same thing. It means that your immune system is weaker than usual or weaker than expected, and it makes it easier for you to get sick. You may find that you have colds and viruses, or you're sick more frequent than anyone else. Okay, and so that's what I mean if you hear me use the word immunocompromised, immunosuppressed, or immunodeficient. Some of you have been told that you are immunocompromised. Okay, and so on tonight we're going to talk about what are some of the causes for immunosuppression, and also ways that we can protect ourselves and stay healthy if we're going to be going out into the public, if we're going to be traveling, going to events, if we're going to be socializing. I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can keep yourself safe and healthy. So first of all, let's talk about what are some of the causes of immunosuppression. Okay. Number one, chronic medical conditions such as heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, HIV, cancer, and as we all know, autoimmune disorders or autoimmune diseases can cause a person to be immunosuppressed. Certain medications or treatments can also cause a person to be immunodeficient or immunosuppressed. Treatments such as radiation or medications that suppress the immune system, for example, steroids. Okay, as lupus patients, we know all about steroids, and sometimes some of the medications that we take in order to maintain and manage our lupus can also suppress the immune system. Another reason is any type of a transplant, such as an organ transplant or bone marrow transplant. It makes a person immunosuppressed. Get this, advanced age. As we age, our immune system becomes weaker and weaker. Our immune system gets lower and lower than expected. And so sometimes that's why we see a lot of old people. Well, I don't want to say old people, but a lot of the elderly, they're very vulnerable to certain diseases, certain illnesses, so we have to take extra precautions when we're going to see great grandma or grandma or great grandpa. We have to take extra precautions, to make sure that if we're going to go see them, that we're well, so that we don't expose them to anything, because advancing in age makes a person easier to catch illnesses, to get sick more frequent. Okay. Number 6, poor nutrition can cause you to become immunocompromised or immunosuppressed. Pregnancy is another one. And number 8, a combination of any of the previous things that I said, that I stated earlier, such as if you have heart disease and an autoimmune system disease, then it places you at risk of a weaker immune system. It makes you immunocompromised. So all of the things stated before, or a combination of any of those, can make a person immunosuppressed. So, second topic, what can we do if we are considered immunosuppressed? What can we do to stay healthy and protect ourselves? Because things are opening up. We are back to business as usual in the world. People are traveling. People are getting together. They're socializing. They're going to concerts. They're going to basketball games, football games. We're going to places that are crowded. We're traveling more. We're in airports. We're in train stations. We're traveling on the bus. We're taking long car rides. With family and friends, we're getting together, we're socializing. Well, we're going to the movies, we're going out to eat dinner. There are no restrictions anymore. Everything is just wide open. So for those who are immunocompromised, these openings and everything that's going on can be a little bit scary. But for those of us that we still want to get out there and we want to socialize, there are precautions. Just because things are lifted, it doesn't mean that we have to operate in that way when we go out. And so it's a personal choice. But there are also some other things that you can do to protect yourself if you're going to be having company at your house, family and friends over your house. If you're going to be having those backyard barbecues or, birthday parties, if you're going to be getting together again with family, friends, or strangers, these are some things that you can do to protect yourself. And so I have about 8 tips here that I think will be very helpful, whether you're immunocompromised or not. To me, these are some things that we all should follow. Okay, if we want to stay healthy and safe and protect ourselves from germs and viruses. Number 1 on the list is wash your hands frequently with soap and water. I can't stress that enough. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Number 2, avoid people who are sick. And I have here with a contagious illness. But I just want to say avoid people who are, showing symptoms of a sickness anyway. Because a lot of times you don't know if they have something contagious. And sometimes they don't know that they're contagious. So if someone is showing symptoms of a sickness or an illness, then try to avoid those people. Don't go around them and don't allow them to come around you. Because if you're immunocompromised, whatever they have, they can pass it on to you. Especially viral, things that are airborne, they can pass that on to you. Number 3, avoid touching your face, your nose, eyes, and mouth when out in public. That's a big one. But I also want to say avoid touching your eyes, your face, your nose, your mouth, even within your own home. I make it a point that whether I'm at home or out in public, I do not touch my eyes, my face, my nose, or my mouth without washing my hands or using some sort of a sanitizer. It's just a rule with everything that went on. It's just a rule that I use to protect myself. Because you know what? These hands are amazing. It's how we perform our work. It's how we have fun. It's how we greet people. It's how we, embrace our loved ones. We use these hands a lot, and they can be used for great things. But these two hands can also be your worst enemy, because with these hands, we touch a lot of surfaces and a lot of different things. And we don't know, especially out in public places, we don't know who's touched that door handle. We don't know who touched that table, or who touched that chair or that book or that puzzle. We don't know who touched that newspaper, that magazine. You don't know who touched it, and you don't know if their hands were clean, and you don't know what type of germs or the concentration of that germ that was on those hands. And so then you go right behind them and you touch it. And if it's a potent concentration, if you touch your eyes, you're anywhere on your face, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, if you put your hands anywhere on your face, those germs are looking for a host. And so the quickest way to get into a human body, to get into the host body, is through these openings that we have on our face. The openings, the eye openings, the nasal openings, the oral openings. That's how germs can get in. And germs are always looking for a host. They're always looking for a way to get inside of our body so that they can replicate and multiply and basically take over. And when they get in and they replicate and they multiply, they make us sick. So just make a rule of, when out in public or at home, don't touch your face, don't rub your eyes, don't rub your nose, don't wipe your mouth with these hands unless you've washed them or used hand sanitizer. Number 4, clean and disinfect commonly touched surfaces. For example, and we've heard this before, doorknobs, door handles, water faucets, countertops, sinks, whether it's the bathroom or the kitchen sink, light switches, toilets, bathtubs, showers, the TV remote, and oh my goodness, the cell phone. I don't know how many times I've seen people out to dinner eating on their cell phone, surfing the internet, and then turn around and they pick up, a food that you can eat with your hands, such as a chicken wing or French fry. And they eat that after touching their cell phone. Well, my friend, you've just contaminated whatever you touched, and you just put that in your mouth. And so you don't know what germs that you've placed on that food that you've picked up with your hands. And that's now going into your body, into your digestive system. And so that's another way that germs can get inside of you, by if we're eating handheld food or whatever, and we're touching our cell phone while we're eating, those germs are going to get inside of you, and it can make you sick. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much longer. But number 5, eat a well-balanced diet. Not eating a well-balanced diet can impact your immune system. Not eating enough fruits and vegetables. Number 6, get adequate sleep. Sleep is a time for us to recoup, and it's a time period where the body is able to renew itself and regenerate itself, especially that deep sleep, And getting enough sleep, adequate sleep, is different for everybody, so you have to play it by ear. For some people, 6 hours is adequate. 7, 8, or 9 hours may be adequate for some. Some people may need 10 hours of sleep in order to feel well rested and have that regeneration time. Generally, the rule for adequate sleep is about 7 to 9 hours. Okay, so make sure that you're getting enough sleep, because when you don't get enough sleep, it lowers your immune system, makes it easier for you to get sick. Think about it. When are college kids the most sick? About 2 weeks prior or a week prior to final exams. Why? Because they're stressed out about it. They're pulling all-nighters to study. They're not getting enough sleep. They're probably surviving on less than 2 to 3 hours of sleep, or pulling all-nighters in order to pass the exams. And so during exam weeks, there's a lot of coughing and sniffling and sneezing and colds going around. Mostly about 80% of the class is sick during exam time. And this can be summer, or winter because of the stress and the lack of sleep. Number 7, quit smoking. If you're a smoker, smoking lowers your immune system. Also, number 8, manage your stress, in which I just mentioned that, with the college kids. If you're stressed out, every time you're stressed out, you are lowering your immune system. So learn to manage your stress. Find a way to de-stress, let it all out somewhere. So that's all I have for you tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. As I always say at the end of every video, there is life after lupus, and that God loves you with all of his heart, and he always has. He has a plan, a purpose, and a destiny for your life that involves you showing up as you. Take care, stay safe, stay encouraged, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you soon on the next video, which will be next Friday.